Sandy Bay a better place. Oh my goodness. If people would believe in themselves, and I say that because I have taught in Thailand and China and Australia and Africa, and there aren't people anywhere in the world who are smarter than the people in Sandy Bay or nicer than the people in Sandy Bay. But quite often the people here don't believe that they're good. So if people would believe in themselves, it would make it a better place.
I think it's important to know this community was created around the time that they were making the dam, and that people came from all over the place to work at Island Falls.
A lot of people moved into this area because of jobs at Island Falls, but I also know they weren't treated very well over there. It was almost an apartheid system, kind of like South Africa, where Native people had to stay here, and there was a whole white community over at Island Falls where they had movie theater and skating rink and golf course and everything else, and there really wasn't very much here.
The other thing that I remember was when our community, Sandy Bay, was starting to be, to be built. Nobody came in here to build houses for us. They build their own houses, and you know what they do? All the parents and all the people, the elders, all the men would get together and they'd help one guy build his house, and then it went to the next guy and to the next guy. So everybody ended up helping each other build their own home.
Of all Native communities are very poor. This is, like I said, this is our land, and we are the poorest people. They try to take our culture away. They try to take our religion away. They try to take our culture away. Everything that's got to do with Native, they try to take that away in residential schools and day schools like Sandy Bay. They try to do that, but they didn't make it. We're still here. We're still doing the same things. We've lost a few things like the fishing and the hunting and trapping. The youth are not doing that, but they are going to go back. One day they're going to wake up and say, hey, that's enough of this baloney, and they're going to take over themselves.
What I'd like to see is the youth, something for the youth, to help the youth be proud of who they are and what they are in our community of Sandy Bay. And as for SAS Power, to help them grow as young people, to be proud of who they are.
Maybe I can't change the past, but I'd sure like to see the future change for positive for my future grandchildren.
I want to see my grandchildren going to a good school than me. Because I want to see they could have better chances than us.
I'll get rid of gangs, make Sandy Bay a better community.
And I want Sandy Bay to get rid of drugs and alcohol in our community.
So that's one of the things I'd like to see, some recreation, some more money come into this community, some joint effort to revive this community from from what it's been through.
A bigger playground and funner stuff for the children to play in, more sports, a bigger gym, a bigger school.
I would like to see like a better arena, because that one's all, the one over there is broke, like all vandalized and stuff like that.
Build more stores and a clothes store. People can get clothes, brand new clothes. And a bigger post office where people can go through, where everyone can get a mailbox too. Because hardly people get mailboxes.
Make Sandy Bay more bigger. Get a theaters. Build a new park.
SAS Power here has been finally, it's that most people at Island Falls working there are from Sandy Bay, and that was a long time coming. And so that's something that happened that was really good. I think something that isn't happening very much is SAS Power isn't really putting much into the community like SAS Power does in some other communities.
I know that there's a partnership right now they're doing with the school where 4 students will be given an opportunity to work with SAS Power for 14 months, learning on the job about the different areas of work in the company. That's a great initiative, and I would like to see more of that so that people from here are trained in trades and they can end up working anywhere in Canada.
A lot of the parents went to residential school, so they said education is not important. What happened to us? Education is not important, and that's what we have to change. It is important now. Education is going to change Sandy Bay. Maybe Saskatchewan will have nothing to do with it, but through education, young people being educated, that's when things will change.
Doing jobs as electricians, plumbers, pipe fitters, all those sorts of things. So what role could people play? Get together, encourage kids to come to school, get an education so they can do something when they're older.
What do you want to be in 10 years?
Electrician.
And where do you want to live?
Saskatoon.
How do you want your life to be? Rich, poor, or
Middle class.
what?
Middle class.
Middle class? What do you want to study?
To be an astronaut.
If they were to do what the people of Sandy Bay request from them, like I said before, the housing, lack of recreation activities for the youth, and what about the elders too?
Make my family a house, or they can have a house too.
Sandy Bay has people who can work if they want to work, and part of this would be Sask Power. We have a lot of people working there right now. The other part would be the mines in northern Saskatchewan, people being able to get jobs there. And I think the real big part is people have to strive for it. They have to get out and start working for getting their education and going out and getting those jobs.
Sandy Bay has so many things to offer that you don't find anywhere else in the world. Just the beauty, the culture of the people, the richness of culture and language here. I would hope that Sandy Bay would become one day everything it could be, considering how good the people are here and how much they have going for them.
Life can be better here. So life can be better here?